Are you tired, faithful? Are you absolutely exhausted by the gnawing anxiety that creeps in every time an opposing quarterback drops back, knowing that the once unrelenting, fear-inducing pass rush of your San Francisco 49ers isn't quite the same without its undisputed king? For weeks, a dark cloud has hung over Levi's Stadium. A cloud formed by the devastating news of Nick Bosa's season-ending torn ACL. It's a gut punch, a cruel twist of fate that threatens to derail a Super Bowl contending season. But what if I told you there's a bold, calculated move on the horizon, a potential blockbuster trade that could not only staunch the bleeding, but inject a fresh surge of power into that defensive line, transforming a season of uncertainty into one of renewed championship aspirations? The San Francisco 49ers, a team built on the bedrock of a dominant defense and a relentless pass rush, find themselves in an unenviable predicament. The loss of Nick Bosa, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, isn't just a setback, it's a gaping chasm in the heart of their defensive identity. Bosa isn't merely a great player. He's a generational talent, a force of nature who single-handedly alters offensive game plans and strikes fear into the hearts of quarterbacks. His absence leaves a void that no single player can truly fill, a truth that has become painfully evident in the early weeks of the season. While the team has commendably held on with a 3-1 record, a testament to their overall roster strength and coaching prowess, the cracks in the pass rush are beginning to show. The numbers don't lie, and for a team that prides itself on suffocating opposing offenses, they are concerning. Through 4 games, the 49ers are tied for the 4th fewest sacks in the league with a paltry 5. Even more alarming, only one team, the struggling Carolina Panthers, boasts a worse pressure rate than San Francisco. This isn't the suffocating, quarterback-harassing defense we've come to expect, and it's a stark reminder of just how much Bosa's presence elevates the entire unit. The team brought in Bryce Huff in June, and rookie Michael Williams has been thrust into a major role, with Yetur Gross-Matos and Sam Okwenonu rounding out the rotation. They're trying absolutely, but the collective effort simply isn't replicating the individual brilliance and consistent disruption that Bosa provides. This is where the conversation shifts from concern to opportunity, from lamenting what's lost to aggressively pursuing what can be gained. An intriguing new name has entered the fray, a potential game-changer who could redefine the 49ers' defensive line for the rest of the season and beyond: New Orleans Saints defensive end Carl Granderson. John Sigler of Saints Wire recently unveiled a trade proposal that, if executed, would send shockwaves across the NFL and fundamentally alter the makeup of San Francisco's defensive front. This isn't just about finding a warm body. It's about acquiring a difference maker, a player who can step in and immediately elevate the performance of the entire unit. So, who exactly is Carl Granderson, and why is he the answer to the 49ers' prayers? At 6'5" and 261 pounds, Granderson is a physically imposing presence on the edge, a player who has steadily ascended the ranks in New Orleans, transforming into one of the league's most underrated pass rushers. He had a true breakout season in 2023, racking up an impressive 71 tackles, 8.5 sacks, and 14 tackles for loss. He followed that up with a solid 5.5 sacks and 13 quarterback hits across 17 games in 2024, demonstrating consistent production. But it's his performance this season that truly makes him a tantalizing target. Through just 4 weeks, Granderson has already amassed 4.5 sacks, 20 tackles, 6 for loss, 5 quarterback hits, and 2 passes defended. He's playing at an elite level, proving he's not just a flash in the pan, but a consistently disruptive force. Granderson's game is built on a foundation of length and power, qualities that defensive coordinator Robert Saleh undoubtedly covets. He wins with a relentless motor, using his long arms to keep offensive linemen at bay and his brute strength to collapse the pocket. But he's not just a one-trick pony. Granderson also sets a sturdy edge against the run, a crucial attribute for any defensive end in Saleh's scheme, which demands versatility and discipline. He's shown he can play in multiple fronts, adapting to different defensive alignments and responsibilities, making him an ideal fit for the 49ers' complex and aggressive system. As Sigler aptly put it, Granderson might be the player other teams covet most on the Saints' defense, a testament to his growing reputation and undeniable impact. Now let's delve into the specifics of the proposed trade, a deal that offers a compelling balance for both franchises. The Saints, in this scenario, would receive a 2026 third-round pick, projected number 93 overall, and a 2026 fourth-round pick, projected number 130. For a team that might be heading towards a rebuild or looking to accumulate future assets, these picks represent valuable currency. The 49ers, on the other hand, would acquire Carl Granderson, immediately bolstering their defensive line with a proven, ascending talent. Given the 49ers are projected to receive several compensatory picks in 2026, they are in a strong position to overpay a little, as Sigler suggests, without mortgaging their entire future. This isn't a desperate all-in move, it's a calculated investment in a player who can make an immediate and lasting impact. One of the most attractive aspects of this potential trade for the 49ers lies in Granderson's contract situation. He signed a 4-year, $52 million extension in September of 2023, a deal that initially raised eyebrows, but now looks like a steal given his production. Crucially, the Saints guaranteed much of the early money in that deal. This means that any team trading for Granderson would only be on the hook for the minimum salary for the remainder of the current season. That's an incredibly team-friendly proposition for 2025. Beyond that, he's under contract for 2026 and 2027 with manageable base salaries of $10.75 million in each year. For a starting defensive end with 33 career sacks and still ascending, that's exceptional value in today's NFL market. The Saints would absorb the prorated signing bonus, making the financial burden on the acquiring team even lighter. This financial flexibility makes Granderson an even more appealing target, allowing the 49ers to address a critical need without severely impacting their long-term cap situation. The feasibility of this trade hinges on the Saints' trajectory. If New Orleans continues to struggle and finds itself spiraling out of playoff contention, becoming sellers at the trade deadline would be a logical strategic move. In that scenario, the 49ers should absolutely be interested. Granderson would be a tremendous addition this year, providing a much-needed boost to a pass rush that desperately misses Bosa's presence. He's not Nick Bosa. Let's be clear, no one is. But he's a durable, ascending edge rusher who can consistently generate pressure and make plays against both the run and the pass. He's the kind of player who can elevate the performance of those around him, drawing attention away from other defensive linemen and creating opportunities for his teammates. But the appeal of Granderson extends far beyond just this season. Imagine the possibilities in 2026 and beyond. The thought of a fully healthy Nick Bosa lining up opposite Carl Granderson, forming one of the most formidable pass-rushing duos in the entire league, has to be incredibly intriguing for Robert Saleh and the entire 49ers coaching staff. That's a nightmare scenario for opposing offensive coordinators, a relentless two-pronged attack that could terrorize quarterbacks for years to come. This trade isn't just about patching a hole, it's about building a future, about creating a defensive line that could once again be the envy of the NFL. It's about ensuring that the 49ers championship window remains wide open, not just for the season, but for many seasons to come. The San Francisco 49ers are at a crossroads. They can choose to ride out the season, hoping their current rotation can somehow compensate for the loss of their defensive anchor, or they can make a bold, decisive move that demonstrates their unwavering commitment to winning a Super Bowl. Carl Granderson represents that opportunity. He's a proven talent, a perfect fit for their scheme, and his contract makes him an incredibly attractive asset. This isn't just a trade proposal, it's a potential lifeline, a chance to transform a season clouded by injury into one illuminated by renewed hope and the promise of a dominant defense. The faithful deserve nothing less than a team that is willing to do whatever it takes to bring home the Lombardi Trophy. What's your take on this potential game-changing move? Do you believe Carl Granderson is the missing piece the 49ers need to overcome Bosa's absence and make a deep playoff run? Or is the price of 2 future draft picks too steep for a player who turns 30 next year? Let us know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And if this deep dive into the 49ers defensive future has you fired up, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive insights and passionate football analysis.